Hey, everybody, we are back. We are live. It has
wait.
been a minute. We are here for now the She-Hulk watch party and after show. We're ready to go. So, hey, if you haven't been here before, let me introduce ourselves again. I'm Mike Sandoval. I'm the owner of MUSE TV. Over here to my right, introduce yourselves.
Hold on, I'm having some issues with my cans here, so I'll just take those off for a second while I work that out. Once again, it is me, the J to the E to the double F free. I'm Jeffrey Harris, and welcome to the She-Hulk watch party and after show, the latest one for MUSE TV. Thank you, everybody.
And there's a lot coming this fall. as we've seen the schedule, as many of you know, Andor was supposed to come out in August. Now it's coming out in September, so there is going to be an overlap still. But hopefully the overlap goes back to a schedule where it's Tuesday for Andor, Tuesday at 11 o'clock, and She-Hulk will be on Wednesday. But we're not sure yet, so hopefully we'll know soon. How's everything working over there, Jeff?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Are you there? Jeffrey's having some technical difficulties right now. Yeah, but we're here for the She-Hulk watch party and after show. We're looking forward to the show. Hopefully it'll drop like everything else that we've covered in the past at 11:50 p.m. We already got some comments coming in. Dark Lily Rose is here. But for now, I'll just go to my YouTube music program. If everyone else is too excited happening, put this emoji. So she's here. Yes, it started. Lily Rose, thank you for joining us. Saw the trailer for this TV show, and it's supposed to be so good. Well, when Jeffrey comes back, we'll go into that. But
all right. So how loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Sorry about the technical. There was I don't know, something my headphones were going haywire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah. Dark Lily Rose, thank you for joining us. I hope we'll have a good show for you tonight. So yeah, tonight is the premiere of She-Hulk. So Mike, why don't you explain for the live stream how we like to do things with the watch party?
For right now, as we're leading up to the watch party, which will hopefully be at 11:50 when they drop the episode, since they usually do that on Disney Plus, we're going to be talking about different topics, different things. Bring in your topics. Please put them in the comments. And then after we watch, and the way it works when we get to the show, we will turn off our cameras, turn off our sound due to copyright reasons. We will all enjoy the show together. And then once the show is over, we'll return to the live stream and we'll discuss the show, the episode, and we'll give it a grade, see what we think, if we liked it or not, and we'll go from there. So that's how the show works. So, Jeffrey, we've had the premiere of this show earlier this week.
It's been a rough couple weeks. This is it's a wild and crazy world out there right now. Yep. But I'm happy to be here right now, and we're going to be talking about some Marvel stuff. So this is pretty momentous if you think about it. She-Hulk is like this mainstay character. I've kind of wanted to see what they would do with She-Hulk for a long time, and I figured it was only a matter of time. Now let's see. When was the character first created? So she's been around. She was created by Stan Lee. She first appeared in 1980, so she's been around for over 40 years. She's had many popular runs in the comics. So She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters, is the biological cousin of Bruce Banner, and this is going to be her story. So both Mike and I have actually seen the first 4 episodes, the review screeners that were provided to critics. I think the episode we're going to watch tonight is the best episode so far. That's just my opinion. Okay. It's my favorite episode, and I think it sets a good tone for the show. but I think it gives me most of what I wanted out of this show that I didn't quite see from the other episodes. But
yeah,
I'm very happy with the episode. I think it's the best episode they have so far. This is a 9-episode season, so we've seen a little less than half.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't like the later episodes so much, I'm hoping they can maybe bring things around later on. Now, while I liked WandaVision, you know, those first few episodes of WandaVision, you know, it was a slow burn. I liked those first few episodes though, because they were sort of building this sense of dread and foreboding. Like, it was set in this weird sitcom world, but like you knew something terribly wrong was happening. And I really dug that. So this is different. How I would describe this series, Mike, is it's basically it's a legal themed sitcom.
Yeah.
Where the lead just happens to be like
a badass superhero.
Well, she's not even really a superhero yet.
Yeah.
She has like a superpowers and like an alter ego persona because of her association with her cousin Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. So, but I mean, not to spoil anything. So I guess we're gonna see the start of her hero's journey. So yeah. What episode is going to be? I think we're just getting one episode tonight, right?
Yeah, I think it's just one episode.
Yeah,
and that's what we're getting tonight.
But still, getting the fact that we're getting a She-Hulk series, and you know she's been a mainstay character for such a long time. It's pretty momentous.
Yeah,
she's a popular character. So if you're gonna do something in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, she's a good choice. Oh, here's the other thing. How do you say her name? Tatiana Maslany?
Yes.
Am I saying that? Am I butchering? If I'm butchering your name, Miss Maslany, I'm sorry.
No, you got it right.
She's great, perfectly cast. I think she's the best part of this show. I think, like, I don't think Oscar Isaac was the worst casting as Mark Spector Moon Knight, but I was highly disappointed with her performance. I think Tatiana Maslany's, like, her characterization, her personality, the beats of this character, I think she's got it down pat from the comics. Like, I definitely feel like this is the She-Hulk from the comics. She's witty, smart, she's a good lawyer. And she has this sort of reluctant sort of conflict put upon her. And she's got a great, fun, outgoing personality, and I think she makes this show worth watching.
Yeah, and all I would say, because we don't want to give any spoilers yet till after we watch the show, stay till after the credits.
Yeah, I think that's every episode. You're going to want to basically stay through the credits for every episode of this series, pretty much.
Exactly. We got
Stop Mod Riffs. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, so so there's going to be once the episode goes live, there's going to be a break. So just bear with us as we're watching the episode, and then we'll come back and we'll have our after party chat.
But since we've been off,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Before we start anything else, since we've been off, there's been a lot of Marvel stuff happening over the last month. Won't you agree?
I was at Comic-Con. I saw the Marvel panels. I can talk about that if you want.
Yes.
Did you get to see the Marvel panel?
I saw it on video afterwards. I did not. I was not there live.
So you didn't. We know. So they released the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. They released the She-Hulk trailer that were shown at Comic-Con.
Yep.
So the other movies they showcased were Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Disney Plus Secret Invasion, the series, and what else? We also got announcements on Captain America, New World Order, Daredevil Born Again, which will be a TV series. Thunderbolts will be a movie, I guess, in Phase 6 of the a Phase 6 movie in the MCU, the Thunderbolts movie. Fantastic Four is coming out November 8th. 2024, the Kang Dynasty, Avengers, and Avengers Secret Wars, both in 2025. So, a lot is going on for Marvel. They are not letting up.
And we haven't even got to D23 yet.
Yeah, I got the sense they were holding a few things back.
Yeah.
At Comic-Con. The fact that Marvel ultimately went to Comic-Con last month was a bit of a surprise because there were those rumors. Remember, there were those rumors that they weren't going to go, right?
Yes.
And they still showed some stuff. I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 looks good. I'm very curious about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. We know there's going to be a new Black Panther, but they are not saying who it is yet. So we don't know.
Don't have a clue.
Well, I'm sure some people do, but not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So as far as Comic-Con is concerned, any big takeaways or any thoughts on the big announcements or reveals?
I thought Marvel hit it. Marvel went into the plate and freaking hit home runs where Warner Brothers only brought in 2 movies and that's it.
Warner Brothers did DC. Warner Brothers was there. They had a presence there and they had panels there, but no DC Entertainment, no DC Universe booth or anything like that.
Yeah. And I was there in the Hall H panel for that one. And that one was just was it Shazam?
They had Shazam and Black Adam. And we already saw that material at CinemaCon anyway. Was it anything different? Was there anything different?
Well, they showed a new footage.
How much was new?
About maybe 3 minutes. Minute and a half.
Did they show any complete? Because I didn't see the Black Adam. Did they show any complete scenes?
Some of them were complete scenes.
Okay.
Some of the scenes were.
Well, I think the best thing I saw in terms of the footage was probably Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And then the most exciting announcement to me was, of course, Daredevil Born Again, which we know is going to star Vincent D'Onofrio back as Kingpin and Charlie Cox returning as Daredevil, who is in She-Hulk. Yeah. He is in She-Hulk, and we will be seeing Charlie Cox as Daredevil in She-Hulk this season. So we know that.
Yeah. Sladro,
I'm excited for
Spider.
So that was the Marvel Animation panel. I went to that panel too. I'm very confused about Spider-Man freshman year because first they made it seem like it was going to be a prequel to Homecoming, but based on what they showed at Marvel Animation, that is clearly not the case. Maybe it's like an AU version of like a what if version of Homecoming, but it is a very different. It is not set in the MCU, and it is clearly very different from Homecoming, or going off of what was established in Homecoming.
Yeah,
it's a multiversal animation, so it looks okay.
Yeah,
it looks okay, but it's not a direct prequel to Homecoming. They're clearly going to do some of their own stuff with this storyline.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to see at D23? Because we both got accepted. We will both be there. We'll be both giving you coverage from D23. I'm going to be in the Marvel panel, Lucasfilm panel, and the Walt Disney Studios panel. I don't know if Jeffrey will be in there too.
I think that they're all going to be together. I think live action's all going to be together. Well, I'm sure they're going to show Quantumania again.
Yeah. I think we'll get a full trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
We saw a trailer for Secret Invasion at Comic-Con. Now, if you're like a person who hates all like the Marvel comedy and the silliness, Secret Invasion looks like the antithesis of a lot of that kind of quippy banter, comedic, humorous Marvel style. It looks very heavy and very dark too. So let's see. I'm sure we'll see more of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think we'll see a teaser trailer.
What are they filming? What are they filming right now, though?
Marvels.
So maybe we'll see. Okay, so there you go. Marvels makes sense. Maybe we'll see something or get an announcement related to Marvels.
Yeah.
I
think we'll get some new show announcements too.
I think I'm also hoping we'll get a cast and or a director announcement. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get some series announcements for Disney Plus. Now, like if I'm wanting like some new Disney Plus shows, like just to throw it out there, I think for a Disney Plus series, I kind of want Captain Britain. I think would be maybe you can't do a Captain Britain movie. Like maybe he's not a big enough name to do a movie, but I think a Disney Plus series, yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
Would like to see that one. I don't know why I have a feeling because there's so much word about it. Wonder Man is something that they've been talking about, so maybe we're gonna hear something about that.
Wonder Man,
because of
they have done some. I think they've done like some Easter eggs from Wonder Man, haven't they?
Already? Yeah, they have done that, and then also too with that relationship with Scarlet Witch.
Okay, so Wonder Man. Maybe that would that would be Scarlet Witch's rebound.
Possibly,
assuming certain things about Wanda, I suppose, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sladro, I would like to hear about the casting of F4. I don't think we're going to hear that yet.
I think that it might be a while, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
or we'll get a new director, hopefully.
Yeah, I think a director, possibly full cast. The only way
that would be I mean, look, if you wanna build some buzz and reveal like your main cast, like D23 would be the place to do it.
Yeah. And I think if you see and I think if John Krasinski is coming back, that would be the place you would know.
Because for some reason I doubt he's coming back as much as I want him to. Unless Feige is just trolling us, I just have a feeling they're not gonna bring him back.
Yeah, Ironheart is a Kang variant, and she will replace Iron Lad in the MCU.
A Kang variant.
Because remember, Iron Lad.
What if Ironheart is a Skrull?
Possibly. But remember, Iron Lad wound up being a version of Kang.
Ironheart, and she will play. Well, we haven't even met Iron Lad, have we?
Nuh-uh. We've only seen who would eventually become Iron Lad, but not actually Iron Lad in his own form.
Oh, Iron Lad. Wait. Who is Iron Lad anyway?
Remember, he was the kid who Tony Stark friggin' saw in the...
From Iron Man 3?
Yep, and he returned in the funeral scene.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying.
What? No, that wasn't. No,
because he was there in the death scene of in Avengers.
So that doesn't make him Iron Lad.
Well, that's the thing, is that they supposedly that's who they wanted to play Iron Lad, or he would one day become Iron Lad. There was a lot.
Harley Keener. No.
So there was a lot of talk.
No, that wasn't Iron. That's Harley. His name is Harley Keener. That is not Iron Lad.
Unless they changed it. They do. Marvel has had a tendency to change things in order to make it more.
Yeah, but you can't. No, that's no. You want to know who Iron Lad is? Kang is a young Kang.
Yeah.
His So no, it's not him.
Oh my God, I remember that now. Thanks.
It's not. I would not be okay if they made that. I would not be okay if they made that kid Iron Lad. Sorry.
Yep. He was never cast.
Correct. Sure. So he wouldn't really be. I mean, Human Crack 0890. He wouldn't. Ironheart would not be replacing Iron Lad. because Iron Lad has never even been introduced, so it's not like. Plus, Ironheart has. I'm pretty sure she's been in the Avengers or what have you.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're going to approach. Well, they introduced mutants in Miss Marvel, and that was a little convoluted, though. We don't really know. We know it's coming.
Maybe that's something we'll hear at D23.
It'd be nice, but I feel like that's far out. Like we know what's coming with phases 5 and 6 right now, and X-Men is not a part of that. So I feel like they're really just going to take their time, and they're biding their time with X-Men.
Something tells me X-Men aren't going to come till after Avengers: Secret Wars,
which is
I just have this weird feeling.
So we could be waiting. So folks, if you want to see a new X-Men movie, we could be waiting until 2026.
Yeah,
if not later. Unless they want to sneak one in at the end of 2025 and like have like Avengers Secret Wars in like the fall and like Thanksgiving, and then X-Men in Christmas. Or they use those movies to introduce the X-Men, which who knows?
And it could, like everything, it could be Celadro in Phase 6. We just don't know. But I know we're going to have a
somewhat doubt it.
I doubt it too, but we will have a better picture at D23. I have a feeling they're going to come
I kind of feel like if they haven't announced X-Men yet for either Phase 5 or 6, they're not going to.
Yeah.
I think all they're going to do is Fantastic Four and maybe a new Spider-Man film.
Yeah, and Human Cracks has said Fantastic Four setup will be first.
Yeah, so I feel like they're biding their time with X-Men.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe they would make the X-Men the centerpieces of the next phases after that, since there was a lot of titles not announced. Look, they announced Fantastic Four previously, and they announced Thunderbolts, so Thunderbolts are coming too.
Yeah, but also the titles are, a lot of those titles could be TV shows for Disney Plus.
Thunderbolts is a movie. They're doing Thunderbolts.
No, I'm talking about the empty spots, the empty dates. Could be
for sure
from Disney Plus,
and I'm sure they're gonna
the multiverse. D23 could announce Fantastic Four cast, but it could be too soon.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, considering we're 2 years away.
Let's see.
Hey, Marvin's back. It has been a while.
Welcome back, Marvin.
Dark Lily Rose, to be honest, I love all Marvel.
Okay, so November 2020. So to get a casting announcement, that would not be too early, I think.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Because they'll start shooting next year.
But going back to She-Hulk, Mike, what are your impressions of like She-Hulk as a character, and that we're finally getting like a She-Hulk TV series?
I never really read the She-Hulk comic books. I only saw the cartoons.
Right.
When she appeared in cartoons.
Right.
But since I've got a chance to see these 4 episodes, I kind of like the character.
Okay.
Because it's different.
She is different.
And I'm kind of curious to see what the rest of the series is going to be like. But I think a lot of people are going to like it. I really do think a lot of people.
I think people are going to like it because I think Tatiana Maslany is so good. And she's her own character. She's not just like Hulk as a woman, I do
have one bone.
Her own. What was that?
I do have one bone to pick.
Oh, what's your bone?
I'll talk about it after we all watch the show.
Okay, but I do think the show is going to be viewed positively, and I do think people are going to overall like it.
Yeah, Dark Lily, TBH. I love.
But if you're expecting like pure superhero action adventure, that's not what this show is.
Yeah. Dark Lily. To be honest, I love all Marvel movies because it's awesome. 100% recommend to my parents. We were
way to go, Dark Lily. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah. Sladro, you think Doom is gonna show up in Wakanda Forever? I think he's gonna show up. I don't know if he's gonna show up in Wakanda Forever.
Show up, but like where and why?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I just need to understand the context, and it needs in the execution.
Yeah. Dark Lily Rose. Yeah. Know what? It would be awesome thing to stream premiere is an episode of from Stranger Things in season 4.
Why?
Well, we're hoping to do something.
But like, we can't really do a watch party for Stranger Things because like it's a binge show.
It's a one show. It's a one show watch. It's a one show after show.
And then you'd have to. And then you'd have. Well, you could do a watch party, but it would have to like go on forever, basically.
Yeah.
And who has the time to do that in the middle of the night?
I would love to, but it's hard.
It would be tough.
Yeah, Marvin, I'm actually looking forward to the series.
Give me $1 million and I'll do it.
Yeah. The multiverse is 2 episodes coming out tonight or just 1? I think it's just 1. I don't think we're getting 2. And at least the schedule, they had the episode schedule released. Because I know it goes into October, the series. If you find that,
I'm looking that up right now.
Okay. Ellen Joe.
You went to the green carpet, right?
No, I didn't go.
Why did you not go? Naomi and Sasha Banks were there.
I know.
Sasha should have invited you. She loves you, doesn't she?
Well, she likes me.
She really. You guys have a good thing going on, right?
Yeah, we have a good friendship.
You have a good rapport.
I didn't go because unfortunately last Tuesday I injured my ankle really badly.
Oh.
And I'm just barely recovering now. So Monday was the first day I actually got to walk with a cane.
Okay.
So and today was the first day I got to walk without my cane at all.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you're feeling better.
So that's the reason why I didn't go.
I'm sorry you were injured, so I hope you're doing okay now.
Yeah. How many minutes till start?
A little over a little over 20 minutes, I guess. So they moved the premiere date to tonight. I think it was originally supposed to be last night or today.
Yeah.
I think we're only getting episode 1 tonight, as far as I know.
Yeah. And that's what the schedule showed, is that 1 episode per. And all these episodes are now going to drop on Thursday. And I think the reason why they're doing that is because of Andor.
Who was the father? Looked familiar.
Yes. You don't recognize him?
That Mark Baker from Perfect Strangers?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that's who it was. It's what was his character's name on Perfect Strangers?
I forgot. I only remember Balky.
Balky and
But remember, no spoilers till after the show's there.
But her parents seem like nice people.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to look this up. Perfect Strangers. Here we go. Larry.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
I really miss those sitcoms of yore. You know.
What theme songs?
No, just like those old-fashioned 80s and 90s sitcoms.
I miss the theme songs like Bosom Buddies, Perfect Strangers.
That was Tom Hanks's show, right?
Yep.
Yeah. They had good theme songs too.
Yeah.
Full House, Family Matters
were
the ones I grew up with. I really miss shows like that.
Yep. Sladro, how was Spider-Man freshman year animation-wise? Like, did it look good, or did they only show pictures? Sorry,
they only showed stills and character designs. I mean, it looks okay. So we haven't seen any finished animation yet, so we're not sure. Even what they showed for X-Men the animated series was just like an animatic. So it was like an edited storyboard with some early voiceover clips. It did not have any finished animation. I mean, it looked cool. What I saw, the scene they showed from X-Men 97 looked cool. But it wasn't. It definitely wasn't finished, and we saw no finished animation from freshman year.
Yeah. Dark Lily. I legit have 18 tabs open on my internet tab, 4 tabs open in my Firefox tab. My Discord tab is open, and I have 3 notepad tabs open. And I still wonder, how does my computer still work?
Hold on, it's getting a little warm in here, so I have to go AFK for a second to get some
no problem.
AC.
It is getting hot. We're over here based in LA, and it's warm tonight. But yeah, the computer thing, I don't know. You must have a lot of RAM on your computer to handle everything. That's all I could say. Sladro, okay for show. I'm happy to watch X-Men 97, bring back good memories of watching them on TV back then. And I agree. Like, I like that series. I remember watching it, and I've been catching up, reminding myself of that X-Men 97 series.
Like, I have the AC on, but like it's so hot that even with the AC on, it's like warming up quickly.
Yeah.
Woo.
Exactly. Well, with the lights and the computer and everything else, it's gonna warm up.
Yep.
Well, we're at 11:30. We're about 20 minutes away. If you're Marvin, that means you're about 18 to 17 minutes away from getting the show dropped. So
Marvin always gets it first. He's on like this weird continent.
He probably has an amazing VPN that allows him to get it first.
Or he's time traveling or something. Yeah.
True. All right, Chloe, you're lucky to live in LA, California. I live in Oakton, Virginia.
Hey, Dark Lily. Nothing wrong with Oakton, Virginia, unless
exactly. My business partner is from Virginia.
You go.
There you go. And you may have seen her through Hey Han with Hannah Fletcher. If you haven't, after the show or tomorrow, watch Hey Han season 1. All the shows are out right now.
Oh, now I gotta say, I'm getting some nice recommendations on Disney Plus right now. Orca versus Great White and Shark Queen. So I'm definitely gonna look at these later. So I got to put them on my watch list.
Yep.
I quite like all the National Geographic programming on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
there was this shark. They did this shark documentary with Chris Hemsworth that I really liked.
What you got to see is the National Park series that's going to be coming out. Let me see what
I like Chris Hemsworth talking about sharks because he's charming and he has a good message of protecting our wildlife and conservation.
I want to see this.
Ooh.
America's National Park.
Look at that bear cub. It's so cute.
Oh, it's some nice
Is it a grizzly bear? What did they give you?
Let me take the blur off of my camera really quick.
Yeah, well, let's see what they gave you.
Okay, here you go. This is it. This is a really good series. They sent me something. It comes out Monday, August 29th. Disney Plus, Nat Geo. They actually gave me an annual pass to the national parks, which is really cool.
Is there one in Southern California you can go to?
Yosemite.
Would you go?
Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Yosemite for a long time.
So, like, what is that? Like free admission to Yosemite?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And excuse my mess, everybody. It has been a very, very busy.
I totally forgot that Xavier had to stay with that group to survive. So Magneto, that's the word. So we're talking about in the final season, in the series finale of X-Men the Animated Series, Xavier was sort of was mortally ill, so he was taken into space by Lilandra, his girlfriend, in the Shi'ar Empire, so he could survive with their technology. And they made amends with Magneto. So the gist of it is that Magneto is joining the X-Men and he is now leading the team, which I think is based on a storyline in the early 80s. So is his new costume.
So is this new series a continuation from the original episode?
As far as I'm concerned, it's like the next season. It is a revival. It is a direct continuation. Right at picking up after the events of the finale. That's everything I've been led to believe.
Dark Lily, I was watching Chucky TV show series on YouTube and it literally gave me the chills and freaked me out. Just wait till the next season. The next season ups the ante even more on Chucky.
My horror friends really like the Chucky TVC. I guess it's doing well, isn't it?
Yeah, it got picked up for a second season, so
I'm happy Brad Dourif is getting work because he's an underrated actor, and he doesn't get enough big movie roles. So keep that guy working.
Exactly. Segarra liked his suit too.
Oh, Magneto's new suit, or is talking about someone else?
Professor X, or
well, we don't even know if Professor X is going to be in the new series. Mm-hmm. Now, all that stuff about putting the show in the proper order, there are still episodes out of order in X-Men the Animated Series on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Magneto. That's what he's asking about.
Yeah, Magneto. Mm-hmm. Here, I'll give you. We'll post a photo of the comic uniform.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm gonna read Lily's comment. I hate horror films. Not a good thing to watch at night during 1 a.m. in the morning. I agree. For me, that my biggest one is Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't watch that at 1 a.m. because I'll not sleep.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just freaks me out.
Oh, well.
even at my age, it still freaks me out. Adrian Vasquez, let's go. The multiverse. So excited for Daredevil Born Again. So am I. I'm looking forward to that. Adrian Vasquez, She-Hulk. Marvin Zeke. I know Mike has, but Jeffrey, have you watched the first 4?
Yes, I have.
Sladro Daredevil is the most hype for me since I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Daredevil very much. I think that one's going to be a very good show. Adrian Vasquez, She-Hulk Smash. And another one, I have not seen Daredevil on Netflix. Watch Daredevil on Disney Plus because it is good. I like the first season of Daredevil. It falls apart after the seasons continue, but it's still a pretty good show. I enjoyed Daredevil.
The first season is the best season.
I agree.
Same with Jessica Jones and I think Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Or at least the first half of season 1 of Luke Cage.
The one I didn't like was Iron Fist. That was just...
I think a lot of people were disappointed with Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with Defenders, man. Defenders let me down.
Yeah, same here. How long are these episodes? What was it about?
The first one's the longest, and I feels like just about 30 minutes. These are like half-hour episodes, basically.
Yeah.
They're written as... Yeah. It's like a half-hour legal comedy with a bit of a superhero touch to it. It's more of a legal sitcom than a superhero show.
Yeah. Share screen. Boom. Here we go.
So it's this costume for Magneto. So when he was a member of the team and leading the team, I guess in the early 80s kind of thing. So this is the costume he has in the show.
Yeah.
So that's just to give you a rough idea of what Magneto is going to look like in this TV series. Oh, I have a better image.
Okay.
I
do that. The multiverse. I really like the finale of season 3 Daredevil. Sladro. I'm just waiting for MCU's Miles Morales to be announced. Like I know what we got in the name drop in Homecoming, but man, I've been waiting.
I'm sure they're gonna figure that out at some point. I think the issue with Spider-Man though is that they still have that Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Sony is still like in charge of everything. Like Sony gets like say on all that, and they have to co-produce everything with Sony Pictures. And look at what they're doing with those Spider-Man spinoffs,
Yeah, exactly. Aiden Vasquez, I have not seen any shows outside of the MCU shows. Any recommendations? Outside of the MCU, Cobra Kai is coming up pretty soon.
The most overrated series of all time.
I love Cobra Kai.
Oh, here's On HBO Max, if you have HBO Max, watch Harley Quinn. That's a great series.
That is a good series.
Also on HBO Max, Primeval by Genndy Tartakovsky and Final Space. All fantastic.
And if you like comedy, this Fool is actually pretty funny. I liked it.
I mean, also, does anyone here like anime? I can recommend anime for you guys.
Here we go. Got the pull.
There we go. So that's his costume. This is from X-Men, Uncanny X-Men issue number 200. So he's got like that M logo on it. This is his new uniform for X-Men 97.
Magneto in bondage.
Thank you. Are you proud of yourself, Mike?
Yeah, pretty much.
You happy, Mike? Are you happy you did that?
Yes,
proud of yourself?
I've been in a lot of pain over the last week, and today's Thursday, I don't have that.
Trying to run a good, clean show here. You gotta bring all that. Why do you have to make it weird?
Because it's midnight. It's almost close to midnight.
Oh, here's another good show. Jack Reacher on Amazon Prime. There, I forgot about. Yeah, Amazon Prime. Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Magneto's so badass.
Oh, multiverse likes Dragon Ball. The multiverse, if you go to 411mania.com right now, my early review of Dragon Ball Superhero is now up. So check that out.
Marvin, Cobra Kai is amazing. Darkly, I've never watched Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
We watch it.
Yeah.
I love Cobra Kai. Let's go Cobra.
Yeah.
But Batman, the animated series, is the best. I do like Batman, the
It's a good show.
It was a good show. Best anime Attack on Titan.
Good show.
Darkly, but on Amazon Prime, I've watched Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. I fell asleep during college.
Harley Quinn, the animated series, is fantastic.
It's so good. So good.
Harley Quinn, the animated series, is better than the movie. It's better than the live action movie.
Yes. Slayer anime lit, haha, but I'm not that deep. Like I grew up on Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon, but I recently just got into some others outside of my genre. Adrian Vasquez, Cobra Kai, fire. Yes. I love Cobra Kai. Lily Rose, I usually don't like anime, but the one time my sister watched on an anime called Demon Slayer with Nezuko.
I love Demon Slayer and I like Nezuko. My favorite is what's his name?
As we wait.
Zenitsu Agatsuma is my favorite character. I love Zenitsu. He is my spirit animal.
Yep. And we're getting close. We're 8 minutes away. For Marvin, it's about 5 or 6. But for us, it's 8 minutes. Let me go over how this works again now that we have a lot of people coming in. So the way this watch party works is that right now we're having a good time before the show starts. At 11:50 around there, usually the show drops. When the show drops, due to copyright reasons and everything else, legal stuff, we're going to turn off the sound, turn off our video, and we're all going to watch it together from our house, from our places where we're watching it from, wherever you may be in the world. And then we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to discuss episode 1. We're going to talk about what we like, what we don't like. And then finally, at the end, when we finally get close to the end of the show, we're going to give this episode a grade from 1 to 10. And 1 being the least, 10 being the highest. And we'll go from there. So that's the way the show works. Comic, Slaydro Dragon Ball Super Manga has been on fire this arc. Jujutsu Kaisen hype.
Another good show. Thank you, Sladra.
Parajin I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name. Parashi Tare. So I'm sorry.
Priyanshi Tare? Tar?
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Sorry if we're not getting that right, Priyanshi.
How much time left for She-Hulk? We're looking at about 6 minutes.
A little less than 6 minutes.
The multiverse. Fortnite did a huge collaboration with Dragon Ball. Apparently, I don't even.
You can play as like Vegeta or Goku skins.
Yeah. Darkly Rose, in my time, it's 2:43 a.m., but it might be a different time for other people.
We are like 11:45 right here. Basically.
Yeah. 3 hour difference.
Almost a quarter of the hour. Yep.
We're
Hang
getting
in there, Dark Lily Rose. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Going to start getting ready to see when they drop it. Since I got my phone right here and I got my Disney Plus.
I have it. I have it up on my laptop right now. I'm still. The page is there, but episode 1 is not. So we still got a few more minutes to go. I guess I mean I am excited to see what they do with Charlie Cox Daredevil, and I'll be curious to see how She-Hulk reacts to Daredevil and what she thinks of him.
Do you think it's going to be at the finale?
I don't know.
Because we've already seen we know he's in it.
So, we know he's in it. I mean, we know he's going to be doing something in it, and he's in costume. It's not just like it's not just Charlie Cox walking around as Matt Murdock. We're going to see him in costume as Daredevil. Yeah. I really have no idea.
Yeah.
So if someone else knows and wants to tell us, I'm not going to stop you.
Exactly.
We really don't know.
But I'm not going to say anything. I don't know.
And that's not me like NDA or anything. I truthfully do not know. I would like to know. Yeah. So that way I can know what to look for and wait for.
Exactly. We're about 4 minutes away now till the launch of the show.
I am a bit disappointed with his costume that they did the yellow costume, but it's really just his last Daredevil costume, just with yellow paint on it. So, and there's still no DD symbol. Like, what the hell, Marvel? Can we get a freaking DD symbol on the costume already?
Dark Lily Rose, it's cool how so much people stream a lot of the things, but they can only see the comments and not see or hear other people.
Oh,
well, that one day we'll get to that.
I mean,
we have to have a call bank to come in.
I guess if we took calls and we had like a call method, we could hear from commenters, but yeah, whatever.
And that's when we should probably do this. Hey, help support the channel with super chat, super thanks, and Cash App. Because if you want to have a call-in segment in this, that costs a lot of money, and we need money to be able to pay for the call-in features.
The black clothing Daredevil is my fave from Sladro. It's like it's fine for like a Mark 1 suit, but I like costumes and masks and capes. I want the full iconic costume and everything. I want all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
The costumes, the masks, all that stuff is important to me. That's what I want to see.
We're 11:47. Marvin, if you're on here, have you got in the show yet?
Yeah, Marvin should have the show up already. Where's Marvin?
11:47. So.
Yeah, you should be watching it now and letting us know.
That you have got.
I agree about him having the D. Thank you, Sladro.
Yeah.
It's like making a Superman costume and ditching the S, or a bat suit without the bat emblem on it. It's like that's his symbol. That's his like calling card. You need that stuff. And remind in the 1989 Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren, like he's like, oh, he can't wear a skull on his chest. That looks stupid. It's like, man, all these hotshot Hollywood executives who don't know anything about comics and think they know better, and they don't know what they're talking about. We need that. Yes, Sladro, we do. But at least he's back in costume, at least after what happened in season 3, which I was not a fan of. You know what always bothered me about how did he survive the building collapsing on him? Did we ever find out how? No. How did he survive that?
That was during Defenders, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they never explained it. That ticks me off. Like when they have those giant cliffhangers, and then where like the hero should definitely be dead, and then they have some really just dumb, like throwaway explanation, like, oh, he got shot out of a storm drainer. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Yep.
He was deep underground. How would he get put through a storm pipe or a drain pipe and not drown or not suffocate? How does that happen?
Exactly. Do you think we'll get the same Elektra or recast?
Oh, I mean, they're bringing. I think they'll bring back most every. I mean, if they're bringing back. Wait, what did I do?
Episode is up.
All right.
Episode is up. So everybody, get onto your Disney Plus. Watch the episode now. We will be back as soon as the episode is done, and we will see it together, and we'll talk about it afterwards. So stay tuned. Well, I'm back. We're waiting for Jeffrey to come back after he's finished the show. What did you guys think? We got Sladro here already. What did you think of the show? We want to hear your comments, any questions, anything that you got. And we're going to be starting that as soon as Jeffrey comes back in. To be honest, I actually liked this episode. I thought it was well written, well done. But we'll get into more of that discussion once Jeffrey jumps back in. But I liked the show. I thought it was actually a very good first episode and pulled me in. Start putting out your questions, put in your comments. We want to hear what you thought of the show. Put your comments in right now. If you're still waiting to finish the show, please put it down. But
so yeah, we know that Captain America lost his virginity in the 1940s. Yep. We all needed to know that, right?
So there you go. It is now into canon.
Yes, thank you so much, writers of She-Hulk. The burning questions that we all need answered. Was Steve Rogers a virgin before he got frozen in ice? The answer is no, he wasn't.
Yep, exactly. Sladro.
That's the only thing I didn't like about this episode because that's like a fanboy argument, you know? That's like a Clerks argument. That's like a joke from Clerks, right?
Yeah.
It's like a Kevin Smith joke.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Like I'm just saying that's like a fan argument that comic book fans have.
Yeah.
Like people in the actual Marvel universe aren't having these arguments, you know?
Well, depending on who you are.
I mean, look, how
when
would
Daredevil comes out,
like if you're Jennifer Walters, why would you even think that?
Hey, that's a Deadpool thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for me.
I like that. I thought it was funny.
I didn't like it. But this was my favorite episode of the series.
Sladro, overall thoughts, definitely funny, a little cringe sometimes.
Yeah, that last joke
got straight to the point and how she became She-Hulk. So at least we're going to get into all the good stuff right away. And I agree with you, Sladro. I really agree with you. It got into it quick, told the story quick, and you could tell that they're going to go into everything really quickly.
This is also, I think, the longest episode of the series so far.
Yeah. What we'll see.
But it's of the four we've seen, it's the longest one. Yeah. Just because it's her origin story, they did a good job with her origin story. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, is there. They're interacting most of the episode. That worked for me. They had a bit of a fight at the end. They made amends, but all the origin stuff, the backstory stuff, this was, I think, the best meat of She-Hulk's story so far.
Exactly.
And I think it also has the best visual effects of any of the episodes. Even though like some of the She-Hulk CG just isn't there yet. Like they seem to have a better handle on the Hulk, on the Banner Hulk CG. She-Hulk, I think just because of the way her model is rendered, the hair does something looks off because she has that long flowing hair, and some of the facial animation. It's just. It just looks a little iffy. Like it doesn't look terrible, but it you know.
And that was what
doesn't look as good as it could be.
And that's what what I told you before when we're doing before the watch party into the after show. That's my biggest issue.
Is the CG?
The CG on She-Hulk.
It's far from perfect. They have not perfected it yet.
Far from perfect.
I think when it's just Hulk and Jen, it looks better, but when it's Hulk and She-Hulk, something looks amiss.
Yeah, exactly. Because Hulk looks good, but She-Hulk,
it's hard to explain.
Exactly. Sladro, like not needing to take 3 episodes to explain an origin compared to other shows. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like they did a good job of just boiling down her origin into this one. Though I'm kind of curious about what that whole Segarra spaceship was about and why it was there.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that because we saw that alien spaceship, and then they did some offhanded mention of it, but we don't know why it was there exactly.
Yeah.
But they did the origin. It was compact. It was tight. It was all done in one episode.
Yeah, I agree. Since Abomination is coming out, I wonder if Leader will be a final boss at some point.
It would be nice if they brought back Tim Blake Nelson in the Leader, and we finally meet the Leader in this series. I would like that.
I would like to see that. That would be cool. And there's a possibility. There is a possibility.
I mean, we know we're getting Tim Roth. We're getting Tim Roth. We're getting Abomination at some point.
Exactly.
Or we are. I mean, they're in the trailers, and we know we've seen them.
Yeah.
So we're getting them, but I don't think we've heard anything about the Leader, Tim Blake Nelson's character yet.
Nothing. Alan, how many minutes is first episode?
38 with credits.
Yeah, 38, 40. Yeah.
Not quite. So I would say like 34.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like.
weird how she goes from curly hair to straight hair as well. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Well,
my thing is that when it goes to straight hair, it doesn't move naturally sometimes.
I think that's one of the issues with her character model. When she's in her She-Hulk form, her hair looks. Doing CG hair is hard. Like they still haven't perfected it yet. And I think her hair looks weird. And when she's wearing a suit, it looks weird too. Like you can tell it's just like CG cloth and CG hair. I think that's kind of the issue.
Yep. And the multiverse, Hulk CG. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Multiverse post credit, funny.
I didn't like that. That was the only joke I really didn't like in this episode.
I thought it was funny. I
think all the banter. With Bruce and Jem was mostly good. Other than that, because it's like, why? Like if you're like a lawyer, if you're like an adult person in the MCU, why would you suspect that Captain America Steve Rogers was a virgin or may have been a virgin?
Because he was a goody two shoes.
So she's never even met the man.
Yeah, but
she doesn't know him from Adam.
History.
What if he
It's the portrayal of the History Channel. We don't.
I mean, look at Soldier Boy and The Boys.
Exactly. So, betrayal. Marvin, what the hell is Marvel doing?
Do you think Abraham Lincoln was a virgin?
Huh?
Do you think Abraham Lincoln was a virgin?
It's possible.
He was a goody two shoes, wasn't he?
Yeah, but back then anything's possible.
So
shoot.
So
it's a lot old. It's a different situation back then.
So
there's a lot of factors.
So
there you go.
Marvin, that's not a good answer. That's not a good answer, Mike. I'm disappointed.
Marvin,
Mike, I'm sending you to federal prison.
Okay, whatever. Marvin didn't like the first episode.
Why, Marvin? I'm serious, guys. This is the best episode of the series so far. Of the 4 we've seen, I think it's the best.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like the most Marvel of any of the episodes. And to me, it like really just boils down the She-Hulk characters well. It establishes the She-Hulk character, her journey, and everything. Everything is set up well in this episode. Like I think this episode, it hits all the right notes. I think it does everything it needs to do for this series. Yep. It's the best episode so far. Yeah.
Sledro, but honestly, there's not much else to say since everything was almost answered except for the spaceship. She's
now she's back in the courtroom, and now we have Titania attacking. So she's got to fight Titania.
The multiverse. She-Hulk CG was okay, but they could have done better, I think.
I think this is kind of my issue with streaming. You know, I think there's still a lot that streaming projects and budgets just can't do as well as film.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen The Gray Man?
No, haven't seen it.
Okay, so what was the Gray Man budget? That's that new Netflix movie. This is a $200 million movie. Stars Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, directed by the Russo brothers, right?
Yeah.
They put a ton of money behind this, and yet watching the movie on Netflix, it just doesn't look like a real movie. Something looks off about it, you know? And I'm not saying it's like this across the board for all streaming or TV shows, but they're just things you can't do as well as a movie sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's
with the tech, with the production values, I don't know what it is.
But here's another thing too, is the fact that those ideals kind of go out the window when you see people who friggin' are learning it right now and putting stuff on YouTube that actually looks better than what Marvel's doing sometimes.
Such as what?
A lot of different CG animation and character development within computer graphics.
Give me an example?
We could go into any YouTube's.
I mean, that's different. That's different, though.
And that's the thing. And that's
not to mention there are all those stories coming out about those visual effects artists for Marvel who are overworked and just really stressed out right now. There are those stories coming out about
and there's a lot of people who are looking for jobs who could do that type of work, and I hope they
now Halo, the CG looked horrible.
Yeah.
Looked unfinished. On the other hand, Star Trek Strange New Worlds looked very good. I mean, there were clearly budget limitations, but it looked good, and I felt like I was being immersed in sort of like outer space.
Yeah.
I enjoyed looking at and watching Strange New Worlds. So I think that was one streaming TV show where they kind of were able to make it look competent most of the way through.
Yeah. Let me get through the comments really quick before it gets out of hand. Marvin Zeke, the jokes didn't land and the whole character is unfunny. Also, Bruce is a joke. What the hell is Marvel doing?
Why is he a joke, Marvin?
Sledro, I wonder where Titania came from, though.
I wonder that as well, and why she was in that, what she was doing there, and why she was breaking into the courtroom.
Sledro, I mean, I'm not a fan of Smart Hulk, but they have to use him to guide She-Hulk in a way.
I like Smart Hulk. Here's my problem with Smart Hulk. They never, like, in this episode, Bruce talks about merging his personalities. We never saw that happen.
Yeah.
We never saw him, like, really at odds with the Hulk and, like, making peace with the Hulk persona, or even finding out really why he has that persona. They never explored those aspects and how he was able to merge it. It all happened off screen, so that was a problem.
Yeah. The multiverse, I like that they cleared up that Hulk isn't nerfed. He can turn back into an angry Hulk, as he said in episode 1, in first episode.
Huh? I don't understand that.
That he could get angry still, in a way.
Well, yeah, but
Marvin, Star Wars.
He said he's merged his personalities.
Star Wars Theory on YouTube makes better fan videos than Disney.
Oh, get out of here, Marvin. Marvin, I like you, but don't bring that mojo in here.
But here's the thing,
Marvin.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to CG, like, I could do a lightsaber in computer graphics now. I've taught myself
you can buy a lightsaber at Target. What do you?
Well, no, I mean an actual, like, to make it look screen.
You can buy an actual lightsaber at Target,
but it's not the same. It's not the same to be able to do it on screen and to do the actual effect. As in the movie.
It still wouldn't look good as a Lucasfilm.
Oh, it does look good.
No.
I'm telling you, it's not that difficult to do anymore. It's not that difficult to do computer graphics the way movies have done. There's software out there now that'll help you do it now.
Okay, so what?
This is
I
like,
st-
and that's the thing.
I
You
still
need to
don't.
hire
I
these
still
people
don't
to help
think
these
they
people
could.
out.
Yeah, but look, the She-Hulk character, she has to be on screen interacting with other humans the whole entire time. You can't do that. That can't be done cheaply. I'm sorry. You can't
No,
do a
exactly.
You can't do a She-Hulk character what's done with She-Hulk and the complexity of all the ways she interacts with a physical world on YouTube. You can't do that. You can't pull it off.
And that's the thing. It's like,
Not even with the best like editing digital software at home stuff money can buy.
it's the same software, right?
What?
It's the same editing software.
Whatever, you could not do a better She-Hulk.
I bet you we'll see one.
No.
I bet I have
From
a
who?
feeling there will be somebody out here there who actually is learning how to do this, who will show that they could do a better
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Unlikely.
Okay,
Unlikely.
let's go to this comic. He could turn into Smart Hulk, not the Savage one, I think. So I don't know.
Right. Well, my problem is, once again, we never saw how he was able to he said he merged his personalities. We never saw that happen and how that worked. And I think that's a problem for Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
Oh,
Bruce Banner.
And as we get to the next comments, I got an example for you. Marvin, you serious, Jeffrey? Disney is known for being lazy. Same with Marvel. Fan films look better, so I don't know why you think differently.
What fan films look better?
Some fans make better CGI.
No.
Now, here is where is the example. A New Hope, the guy who redid that one segment, the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, completely redid it.
I've seen that
CGI.
But you can but you can tell when it's transitioning to the new footage.
What are you watching on?
Huh? What am I supposed to watch it on?
Well, it's not gonna look complete because it's two different types of filmmaking. One's completely digital and the other one was on film.
Yeah, all right.
So
exactly.
You have to clean the original film and get it into a digigital space after it seamlessly goes.
I don't like that.
And the CGI in that
I don't like it.
Really good. Really good.
It's not, but all it is lightsabers. They're not using. It's just lightsabers and stunts. There's not that much CG in it.
It's not
that, but those are human stuntmen. They're not doing. There's not a complex CG character in it. She-Hulk is a complex CG character.
I don't think there is. I don't think either one were actual humans. I think it was all CG.
No, it wasn't. That's not utter. No.
Yeah.
They were clear. No.
They were not.
That was not pure CG. You're pulling.
We gotta bring in the making of.
Mike, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna give you an F5.
Hey,
you're getting me angry right now.
Hey, Jeffrey, from the high school that I went to, we were doing a lot of stuff before it was even coming out.
I'm gonna double leg you and put you in the sharpshooter.
Yeah. Well, I can't like that right now. I'm like Kenny Omega. I'm a little hurt. Sladro. Yeah, I agree.
It'll be even easier. It'll be even easier to double leg you.
Here we go. Sladro. Yeah, I agree. I wish we knew how he merged them.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Marvin, look at Star Wars Theory on YouTube.
No, I won't. I don't like, no.
STW.
Stop talking about other YouTubers, Marvin.
Jeffrey, you're wrong.
You're wrong, Marvin. See, I can do it too.
So that's the thing.
Like, and I can spell, and you spelled it wrong. It's YOU''RE. You are.
There you go. That's my biggest thing. My biggest gripe. I think the writing is better than what I've seen, especially from
the writing on this episode was the best writing, other than
better than Moon Knight.
Because it's better than Moon Knight. At least for this episode, it was better than Moon
Well,
Knight.
we can't get into the rest just yet. We have to wait till next week to get into those.
The writing in the other episodes is not as good. The jokes aren't as good. I have a lot of problems with the upcoming episodes.
Yep. Dude,
Can't even you're not even spelling my name right. It's R-E-Y. It's Jeffrey.
Marvin is awesome.
I'm Weong. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what you're speaking in gibberish. He's speaking in gibberish.
Sladro, if you're saying that this is the best episode so far, then I'm kind of.
It's my opinion. It's just my opinion that this is the best episode of the series. And we've only seen, and look, we're getting 9 episodes. So we've only seen a little less than half. So we've seen.
And Jeffrey's getting ahead of himself.
No, I'm not.
Because we're only talking about episode 1, not the rest.
But we can talk about that. We've seen the 4 episodes and some of what we've seen. We just can't get too specific.
Yeah.
But this is of the 4, this is the best one, and there are going to be 5 more after that. So hopefully they can bring it together.
But Marvin's going to have a field day on the next couple episodes.
Hopefully Marvin will have better comments. I'm sorry, Marvin, your comments this week have not been great.
I'm waiting for Marvin to for after episode 2. What the fuck is Marvel doing?
I don't know. Why? Ask Kevin Feige.
I don't think to be honest, I don't think Kevin Feige has as much control anymore as he used to.
Why would you say that?
Because of all the projects that are being involved.
How does he? Well, then who is controlling it?
It's I don't know. Whoever's the executive producers on the show, but Chapek did pull a lot of his authority.
When did that happen?
Year and a half. Over the last year and a half.
Why?
Chapek kind of do it because Chapek wants to put his own people in as being a CEO.
Well, then who is he? Okay, but who is?
And Alan Horn's gone. So
so then who is control? If it's not Feige, who's the president of the company? Then who is it?
Feige's still the president.
Okay.
But I think at a decision level,
he's the chief creative officer. So who has more authority than him?
It would be whoever the studio head is. Would be higher than him.
Is Kevin Feige?
Well, no,
the head of the studio.
Disney's studio head. Walt Disney as a corporation, his boss. Whoever's running.
Well, yeah, but they're not running the TV side.
Well, are they? From what I'm hearing, Chapek has his hand in a lot of stuff.
Alan Bergman, maybe? Is it Alan Bergman?
Could be.
But Alan Bergman isn't doing he's not doing the Disney Plus. This is a Disney Plus series.
So it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. I need to hear that from Kevin Feige himself.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to say it. He'll never say it.
Well,
until because the rumor is that Alan Horn wants to bring him over to DC, but I doubt it. He's going to leave. I don't think Feige will leave.
That's a sinking ship, though.
Yeah, that's why I don't think
you don't board a ship while it's sinking, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Feige will leave, but I just
Disney might just buy DC anyway. Who knows?
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why not?
Warner Brothers wants to keep that interest because that's what makes them money on other things, not the movies.
So you say?
Oh no, they do make money off of it.
So you say?
No, they do make money off of it. Trust me, I was in the earnings call.
They're canceling everything though.
Well, yeah, because they're
canceling Batgirl.
They're reorganizing everything. Sladro, haha, all right, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you all for the next episode. Good night. Good night, Sladro.
Thank you, Sladro. You've been the best commenter all night. Way better than Marvin. Thank you, Sladro.
Sladro, thank you for coming by. Come back next week. It's going to be fun. Episode 2. Marvin, DC has so much potential. They do have a lot of potential. And I think they're reorganizing a lot. Warner Brothers
having a lot of potential doesn't win you gold medals.
Hey, it better because I want my stock to go up.
All right. So what are the ratings for this week, Mike?
Okay. For me, on episode 1, I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I give episode 1 an 8 out of 10.
Marvin, what's your rating for it? I want to hear your rating.
His rating is probably 0.
Before we get off the air.
Big fat 0.
Since you're
or anyone else, if you have multiverse.
Marvin, thank you, Mike, for doing a wonderful show again. I can always count on you, Mike. Thank you so much.
I'm just chopped liver.
Thank you, Marvin.
Chopped liver over here, right, Mike?
Hey, well, I'm loved today, so I actually enjoy it.
I just have to wait for you to go to sleep. That's all I need to do.
You do know where I grew up, right?
Huh?
You do know where I grew up, right?
Right. You think that scares me? You think I'm scared?
Okay. Oh, you did come from Houston, so that doesn't change. That doesn't really scare you. It's kind of even keel.
We will. We'll go a few rounds, and then I'm going to double leg you, put you in the sharpshooter. And you're going to tap out.
Well, today, yeah, definitely. The multiverse loved the convo over first episode.
Thank you, multiverse.
Really,
multiverse has been very good tonight.
But
way better than Marvin. But I can count on multiverse to be a good commenter when multiverse comes in with comments.
But I think that's a good time to end the conversation for episode 1. How can they find you, Jeffrey?
All right. So once again, it is me, the J to the E to the double F-ree. You can find me on Twitter at WillJack83.
And, here at MUSE TV, we have a lot of great content coming up. We have a lot of new things coming in September. And in a couple weeks, we start Halloween. September 8th, Universal Halloween Horror Nights. We will be there for that whole week. Is going to be nuts. Halloween Horror Nights on Thursday, September 8th. Then we got D23, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. So don't forget, we're going to jump in live. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff. So me and Jeffrey may actually jump on live at D23 if we run into each other after the Marvel panel to discuss some stuff. So there we go. We're going to just follow MuseTV.net on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and YouTube. And Marvin, to end it off, Jeffrey, I'm looking forward for more summaries on movies.
Oh, yeah. So check out my review of Dragon Ball Superhero at 411mania.com. Check out my SDCC Marvel Studios recap from San Diego Comic-Con. And my next review will be Beast, starring Idris Elba, later this week. So be on the lookout for all this. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, you can see some of the mazes from last year's Halloween going up now on our YouTube channel. So I'll see you guys all next week at 11 p.m. next Wednesday for the She-Hulk watch party and after show. See you soon. Have a great night, and we'll talk next week.